Pyro Pups! Welcome to my Japan vlog! I first arrived in Tokyo. Unfortunately, it was rainy season when I got there, but luckily the rest of the trip was perfect weather for everything else we wanted to do. So, I took a train to Shinjuku to meet up with the rest of the friends, and we stopped at the red light district for some dinner. The next morning, we went to Tokyo Station, which is huge, by the way, to go to Nagano. We ended up taking the Shinkansen, which is the bullet train, super fast trains. And it was about a 3-hour ride to Nagano. So we had these really fancy, comfy seats for our train. But before that, because it was such a long ride, we decided to pick up some bento boxes. And there's a lot of different options right in the train station. So I decided to go with some yummy beef tenderloin with some rice and veggies. But I also picked up a couple more snacks, like this yummy strawberry fruit sando. It's like this light, creamy whipped cream with sweetbread. Oh my gosh, this is so good. It was my favorite thing. When we arrived in Uranaka, there was a bus waiting for us at the train station, so it took all of us and our luggage straight to the ryokan we were all staying at together. And when the bus pulled up, all of the ryokan staff were lined up bowing, and they didn't stop until we were all inside the building, and it was really, really sweet. But essentially, a ryokan is a traditional-style Japanese hotel, and there's tatami mats and futons on the floor that we sleep on, and you take your shoes off throughout the whole building. And it was really, really comfy and cozy and really nice. I ended up rooming with Luna and Tricky, so they were really good roommates. These are the streets. They're actually super narrow. But because we were staying in a super rural town in Nagano, there wasn't too many people, not too much traffic. It was really quiet and peaceful. And some of the more side streets between the buildings had these really pretty stone streets and pathways. And it was just so quiet and peaceful. This area is known for their onsens, their bathhouses. There were 9 public onsens in this little town. So we all changed into our yukata that the ryokan gave us. We were all matching. Yukata are just thin, summery kimonos. And we were walking around the town, exploring. We visited a couple shops, spent some time in one of the onsens, and then it was time for our ryokan dinner. The ryokan ended up serving us breakfast and dinner every day we were there, which is normal for a ryokan stay. And all of the meals were like 10 courses. They just kept bringing out more plates and bowls and dishes. And I ended up trying a lot of new stuff. There was actually a menu with all the stuff written down on it, but it was in Japanese, so I couldn't read it. But Luna was able to translate what some of the things were. And I tried stuff like duck and jelly with chrysanthemum flower petals in it. A lot of the stuff was really fancy, and a lot of it was really yummy. Today is Monkey Day! We went to go see the snow monkeys at the Jigoku-dani Monkey Park, which essentially translates to Hell's Valley because of the volcanic activity and the really hot springs that are up there. And it smelled a lot like sulfur because of that. But we almost died on the way up the mountain because it was a super, super steep hike. But by the time we got to this really pretty forested area, it was only about 20 minutes to see the monkeys. And they were so cute! They had just been fed recently, so they were picking up a bunch of the seeds on the ground and eating them. Sometimes they'd go face down to just vacuum up the food on the ground. They were so cute.
Me. Yeah, jackal posing.
Oh, Lord.
We did a lot of walking around and exploring in the little town, and there were also a lot of abandoned buildings and abandoned shrines. The shrines were usually taken care of by the families that live there, but as some of them move away or get older and pass away, they're just kind of left behind. It was kind of spooky, but they were really, really pretty to see. It's time for us to leave, and we're on the way to Kyoto. It was me, Shoto, Tricky, Yuzu, and Red all together on the train. And milliseconds before the door to the train closes, this giant wasp flies in, and then the doors close. So Shoto was very, very scared of wasps, so he was kind of freaking out. And the thing with public transportation in Japan is that you're expected to be quiet and respectful of everybody else on the train. So he's just like freaking out, suffering in silence, like running around the train car while I'm like trying to yell at him to not freaking yell. Our first stop in Kyoto was the Kiyomizu-dera Temple. We were a little nervous that it would close by the time we got there because it closes at sunset and the sun was currently setting. But we still had plenty of time, and seeing the temple at sunset was so pretty, and we walked around a little bit.
So apparently if you look through this, you can see heaven.
Can you see heaven? We went to Ichiran for dinner. It is a very popular ramen restaurant, and the cool thing about it is you actually don't have to talk to anybody to order your food. You order on the screens to get a ticket, and then you fill out this sheet of paper and circle your different preferences, how spicy you want your broth, how much garlic you want in your broth, how firm or soft you want your noodles. It's very specific. And then you just slide everything to the chef that's at your little booth, and they come back with your bowl of ramen and all the stuff you ordered. You can also call for them with these little wooden plaques that you just put on top of the sensor, and they just take it. So you can tell them that it's like too loud, or if you need something extra, by just putting these things on the sensor, and you don't even have to talk to them. It's kind of crazy, but it was really, really yummy, and I ended up going back again. The next day, we went to Fushimi Inari Shrine, which is a shrine dedicated to the god Inari, and foxes were actually thought to be Inari's messengers. So there was a ton of fox statues, lots of fox imagery all around the shrine, and there are thousands of these torii gates leading up the mountain. There's a big path up Mount Inari, and we took the entire path all the way to the top. It was about 2 hours just walking up all these stairs, but it was so worth it. It was so pretty walking through the woods, and we took a lot of really nice pictures too. I picked up one of these little torii gates, and the purpose is to write down 1 or 2 wishes on them, and you write your name and the date on it. And luckily there was this little cheat sheet, so I knew how to spell everything correctly, and it took me a little while because I'm not used to writing in Japanese.
This is my little torii gate. It's got the date and my name, and then this one is for wealth and happiness, and this fortune is for a safe trip on my vacation.
You can choose to either take your little torii gate home with you or hang it up with the rest of them. And Sho actually filled one out himself too. And we both decided to hang ours up because we thought it would bring us even more luck in having our wishes come true. And then we did another little wish, and there are these little fortune sticks in these boxes, and you're supposed to shake them and pick whichever stick comes out of the little hole. And we got a little confused because Yuzu's done these before, and when she did it, the stick comes out completely. But I think in the past, maybe the sticks went missing or people accidentally took the sticks. So there were these little stoppers in them this time, but we got confused and thought it was like stuck or broken or something, but they're not supposed to come out. But essentially you read the number that is on the stick that falls out, and then you go up to the desk where the staff member is, and they will actually give you the guide to tell you what your fortune is.
I got a really cute fortune.
Walking up the mountain was so beautiful, especially with the time of day we were there. The sun was shining through the torii gates and through the trees so beautifully, and we ended up stopping for a while to do a couple cute little photo shoots because we were all dressed nicely and we all took pics together, and it's just such a nice memory that I'm really glad I get to have with my friends. There were also a bunch of other shrines up the mountain and through the trees that we visited. And then I also got an update on my Matsuri model, and I decided to show my friends the special toggle that Mitsu and Will added for me.
You want that?
Sho took us to this really yummy matcha place that was nearby, and I ended up getting some matcha gelato to cool off with after hiking up that mountain. And then our next stop was the bamboo forest. There's just tons and tons of bamboo naturally growing here, and there's super long paths to walk to just check out the forest. It was so peaceful and so nice. And then we ended up taking a little detour out of the forest to this little river where a bunch of people were canoeing. And then we saw this man on the bridge by the water with these two cute Shiba Inus. They're named Sora and Riku, and we got to pet them, and they were adorable.
何歳ですか7歳7歳7
We walked by this ad for a romantic train ride that looks like it had a lot of really pretty views and pretty lights at night, and the sun was about to set. So we went on this smelly, rickety train that wasn't very romantic or pretty at all. It was kind of just like a lot of bare sights to see. But then we had this one stop that had a lot of colorful lights, and that was about it. And we also think we saw a ghost lady on that train ride who got off at that stop in the middle of the mountains on the last train before it came back. So that was an experience. Sho ended up booking a photo studio that he went to the year before, and it was him, Yuzu, Tricky, and I that all got dolled up. They did our makeup and wigs and the outfits, and all of our photo shoots had different themes, but Tricky and I actually did ours together. We took separate photos and pics together because we were black and white Oni girls. Super duper cute. I had so much fun. The rest of the time, I spent shopping. We went to the Pokemon Center in Kyoto, and they had a bunch of these giant statues all throughout the Pokemon Center. Lots and lots of plushies, almost every Pokemon you can think of.
Stop right there.
Pokemon all in a mansion together. It's like a little gotcha. Oh my god.
It's a puppet.
We actually ended up going to 3 different Pokemon centers while we were in Japan. The other 2 were when we went back to Tokyo after our Kyoto trip, and each Pokemon center has different statues, and some of them even have different merchandise items. Like some would have certain things that the others didn't have, and I bought so much every single time we went to a new Pokemon center.
A substitute. Look how happy. These are cute. I kind of need a new wallet that's like smaller.
Then I went to the Godzilla store. This one was a little bit smaller. There was a much bigger one in Osaka, but we weren't able to go this time. But I was still able to pick up some cool stuff from here.
Why do these have boobies? He's got no boobies. Why do they got those?
There was also a Capcom store nearby, so of course I had to be on the hunt for all of the Okami merch.
Green herbs for your bath. Stop. He's gonna be king of the pirates now. What is this, like candies inside? There's something in there. Why is he a bear? Who did this to him? Look at all the babies.
sign.
Yeah, I just did the gacha. We got both the Super Nintendos. Look at this guy. He's a Kiku. Don't tell Vienna. I'm at the Pokemon Sweets, Pikachu Sweets Cafe, and I got a Pikachu waffle and a Pikachu mango ice cream drink. There's colognes. There's A's.
Oh my god, there's samples. Oh my god, I need to know what he smells like. I need to know what he smells like. Oh my god, he smells so good. That's not fair. I'm gonna take this. Give me the display. So at this point, I thought all hope was lost. There's no way. I can't get it. There's a sold out sign. But we walked back by the store a second time to meet up with the friends. And for some reason, I had this feeling that I would just go and ask, right? It doesn't hurt to ask. I'm gonna put my big girl pants on and walk up and ask. So I brought it up to the counter, expecting to be told, oh, we actually don't have this. And they had one, and they brought it out to me. So I ended up getting his cologne, and he smells so good, and I'm so happy. We went to Kura Sushi, which is a sushi conveyor belt restaurant. And we didn't know this at the time, but when we were ordering, we realized that there was a one-piece gacha event going on. And so every 5 plates of sushi you can put into this little plate hole, and it'll roll the dice for the gacha and play a little animation on your tablet screen. And if you win the gacha, then a little capsule comes out of a capsule machine above your table. And we ended up winning a couple times. Nothing good, but we still ended up ordering one-piece themed drinks and desserts. They had Frankie Cola and Nami Orange Soda, and then they had ice cream that were inspired by the Gum Gum Fruit and the Flame Flame Fruit, and they also had Chopper's Rumble Balls, and all of this sounds like gibberish unless you understand One Piece, but I'm a big One Piece fan, so I had a lot of fun.
One last one and then gotcha. Let's go! Go, 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 go! Let's go! We won! And then it comes out over here too. What do we get? Okay. Open it, open it.
How do I open it? Ew! It's through! Oh, we got the ugliest dude.
The last thing we all got to do together as a group was Team Lab Planet, which is this giant interactive sensory art exhibit where we walk through all these different rooms barefoot, and some of the floors are squishy, some of the rooms are filled with water that we're walking through. There was just a ton of different things to see and interact with, and it was really, really unique and interesting. On our very last day in Japan, there was a Nikkei pop-up store, so of course I had to go check it out. And there wasn't too much there that I wanted to get, but I did do a couple capsule machine gachas, and here's what I got. It's the last day. I'm leaving in the morning, so I figured I would show you guys all the cool stuff I bought in Japan. Actually, this is before Japan, but it's still kind of cool. We went to Halloween Horror Nights with the girls, so I picked up a really cool shirt, and then this was actually in one of the Nintendo stores at Halloween Horror Nights, but it's still kind of like Japan themed and spooky for Halloween, so I really, really like this shirt. Got a big Bowser backpack with the spikes. Hella cool. I'm dropping all my other stuff. I got a little cooking chef toad for my new kitchen when I move into the house. And then finally stuff from Japan. First we went to Nagano, and I got some of these grape jellies to try. and they're really known for their apples. So I got some apple juice and some apple Kit Kats. And we also saw the snow monkeys there. So I got some little marshmallows to make like some hot chocolate. Put the monkey marshmallows in. This is a little magnet with the little monkey hands for my fridge. And this is a little snow globe with the monkey. The monkey snow globe. Look at him go. Wow, it's snowing. And then the really nice people at the Ryokon gave us some monkey candies as a little gift. And there were a bunch of onsens for us to go explore. And inside here is a towel that's stamped with 9 of the onsens. And it's kind of like a fun little activity that we were all doing. So this is my little stamped towel. We went to the shrine, and I got a bunch of magnets. This one's my favorite. Look at it. Me, Yuzu, Tricky, and Shoto all got matching kitsune bracelets that are super cute and pretty. This is the special Pikachu that was in Kyoto with the kimono. There's a bunch of people dressed up there. And at Inari Shrine, I got a cute little t-shirt with the gates and the kitsune. And we also went on a little train adventure, and in here is an actual printed photo of me, Tricky, Yuzu, and Shoto on the train. So that's really, really special to me. Let me slide down. At the Pokemon Center, I got this Pikachu. I got some little cookies that I can decorate. So that'll be for stream. And then we got some free books from the Pokemon store. Oh my goodness, I got so much. This is a little picture of me and Tricky from our photo shoot that they printed out for us. And then at the Capcom store, there's a super tiny Okami section. So I got some slippers, a bunch of tea that's Okami themed. We went to like so many Pokemon centers and Nintendo stores. I got a cute little Polter Pup and the little Korok. This reminded me of Michelle, so I wanted to get her a little something. She's the one that made my cosplay. Got some hand towels for my bathroom when I can finally move into my new house. I got an official Nintendo Tokyo t-shirt. I got some of these. Oh, it's hard to show you these little magnets. I got, this is a coaster, and these are some Animal Crossing treats. A substitute plushie. Literally so much stuff. Did I miss anything? Oh my goodness. And then I got some of these really cute Pokemon gacha kits. So all of these, you can get like a bunch of different kinds, and we won't know which ones I get until I open them on stream. But by the time you guys watch this, you'll probably have seen that already. Another cute little Japan magnet. Some of these magnets are for family and friends, just like little gifts for them. Some of them are for me. I got some Mount Fuji Kit Kats. These are little sugar candies that Shoto gave me that are in my colors. Oh, there's still so much. I got the little Bulbasaur for a friend. I got a cute little Pikachu for a friend. I lost some more magnets. These are some Godzilla ones. A really big one. I got a King Ghidorah plushie at the Godzilla store too, because I love my plushies. This is a Luigi's Mansion shirt with Luigi and Boo. I got an Alolan Vulpix and then a Wooper for Kaiser to go with his other one. Gift for friends. I got my very own little Greavard. He's so soft and cute. This plushie is huge. I got some Pokemon cards from Japan to open on stream. I need a new bag to hold all my stuff in, so I got a cute Mimikyu bag. And then more Mugiwara store stuff. So we got a bunch of these that I get to show you. That's because I spent so much money at the store. I got them for free. This is a bath mat for the floor that has a bunch of devil fruits on it. I got a little necklace with Law's fruit on it, a little heart. I also got some Candies. There was one with Ace on it, one with Supple on it, and you know I had to get the one with Ace on it. And also, this is what Ace smells like. But I also got this giant Mara No Me plushie pillow thing. It's so cool. It's like heat indented into the pillow. It's not just like stitched. It's so cool. I had to get an official straw hat from the Mugiwara store. And these are room scents to smell like a couple different fruits. I also got some hand cream from Mama Wolf. It smells really, really good. One last thing that I just got today is the biggest thing, and I hope it fits in my suitcase, is this figure of Boa that I've been wanting for so long. And it's like, she's got a little snake and it makes a little heart shape, and it's so beautiful. It's just, look at her. Look at her. I didn't get too much, right? I'm sorry this Japan vlog isn't really filmed in a vlog style and it's more just voiceover after the fact, but that's because I was a little shy and nervous to be speaking loud, or at least in public in general, just because everything in Japan was so quiet and I didn't want to be the annoying, disruptive foreigner. So I hope you understand, and I hope you still enjoy my vlog anyways. Thank you guys!
So what happened to Mr. Puff?